Family medicine like it used to be, affordable, personal, and looking to the future.
Ion Sun Valley's Athlete of the Week is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Patrick Buchanan, agent.
Welcome to the Board Bin. Since 1988, the Board Bin has been supporting Sideways Sports with the best selection of snow and skateboards in Idaho. We have a great variety of rental packages of top quality to choose from, and so much more. The hottest in snow sports, fashion, a women's boutique, an extensive shoe collection, a kids department, and even bathing suits. The Board Bin. Fun in the sun, fun in the snow, gifts for the entire family.
I'm Michael David with Ion Sun Valley Sports, and it's my honor to be joined by our Athletes of the Week, members of the Wood River High School Robotics team, the Blaine County Bots. We've got Luke Dean, Ethan Wilson, and John Chen here with me. You guys, congratulations. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, you guys are the robotics team, maybe a little bit not traditional athletes that we have on this show, but I really wanted to have you on there because you've had a pretty incredible season, and now you're headed to Louisville, Kentucky for the Worlds. How did that come about? How's the season been?
It's been fantastic so far. We had a little bit of trouble starting off, but it's been really smooth sailing since then.
Right.
We qualified for state initially, and we just thought we'd go there to have a fun time, and we ended up winning. So
fantastic.
We're very proud of that.
Yeah, and so we got to give a shout out too to the one member of the team that's not here today. He's at a lacrosse game, I think, Griff. Yes. Connelly. So we'll give a shout out to Griff too. But Ethan, what kind of preparation goes into designing and building a robot for a competition like this?
So it's a lot of thinking, and we do a lot of research online.
Yep.
Because there are other teams coming up with ideas, and they post them on forums on the internet.
Right.
So then we do a lot of collaboration and watch a lot of YouTube videos on ideas. That's where a lot of our robot design came from, was research we did on the internet, and then we kind of modified it to fit our needs.
Sure. And Johnny, it just is you design it, you know ahead of time what the tasks are that your robot has to accomplish, right?
Yeah.
How does that work? Like in that design process, what are you taking into account?
My step one, it's starting to look up some videos on YouTube because
right.
some countries' seasons start during summer.
Okay.
And then you can see some very good design that you can copy.
Right.
And
is copying or sharing, I guess, a better way to put it? That's part of the deal, or is there someone that's making sure that you're not, copying step by step and everything?
Well, I mean, plagiarism really isn't a huge deal in
It
robotics.
isn't. Okay.
But of course, we're always trying to improve previous designs. We'll find a design on YouTube, we'll make an improvement to it, and it just keeps helping each other all throughout the season.
Right. And there's a true team aspect to this a little bit. Talk about how you guys work together as a team.
So me and Luke are very similar in the way we work. We're both like a little OCD and like perfectionist about what we do.
Sure.
So it's like this cohesive, we both are organized and it both works in a way that's compatible, in a sense.
And I would assume you don't always agree, and you got to kind of work things through as you're debating or trying to sell your idea versus his.
Well, yeah, and it's very helpful because we catch each other's mistakes, and there sure are a lot of those.
Right, definitely. So, explain to us a little bit, John, the object of the game, and for this year it remains consistent. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's the same game. Talk to us a little bit about that.
So this game is played by 12 by 12 foot field.
There's a 12 foot kind of a mini fence around the field. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And we each alliance have 4 mobile goals on the field, and you have to go pick it up.
And they're like cones, right?
They're large 5-pound plastic cones that you can stack other lighter cones on top of.
Okay, so a little bit similar to when you're driving on the road and there's a construction zone.
Yeah.
You've got a cone like that, and so your machine, your robot is designed. Do your robots have names? Do you give them names?
We named our robot because our team name is the Arcade Box.
Okay.
Because like referencing the old '80s cabinet style arcades.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
And then we
that's my era.
Yeah.
I remember those.
We named our robot Player One, like a reference to the like Ready Player One.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We name our robots Young Gravy because
Explain that.
Because Young Gravy, he's a rapper,
Right.
also a memer,
Yeah. Okay.
and so me and Griff like him very much.
Yep.
And so we ended up
A
naming.
little Young Gravy. Good. I like to hear that. So you guys now you were 2 separate teams, and now you're together going to Louisville, Kentucky for the Worlds, correct? With your two robots.
That's
Yes.
correct, yes.
Right. And both robots will compete.
Yes, individually. But
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
we're now in alliance.
And you were telling me earlier, Ethan, you're the driver,
Yes.
correct? And so what's your role then as the non-driver when you're during the competition?
So we both share the building responsibility. I do most of the coding. Ethan does some.
Okay.
Actually, there is an autonomous period as well. So the entire competition duration is 2 minutes long.
Okay.
And there's a very short 15-second period called autonomous in which the robot operates without driver.
Wow.
So that was my job to code, and then Ethan does the harder part.
Yeah.
With the driver.
Wow. And John, are you the driver, or is Griff the driver on you?
Both of us are the driver because our robot have 5 available parts to drive.
Okay. And so you
then-
both do those, and yours has the autonomous capability as well. Is that something new? You know, we hear a lot about autonomous cars and everything like that. Is that something new that maybe 5 years ago in robotics wasn't part of the competition?
I'm not sure.
I
Did
think-
Toss-Up have autonomous?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it's shown up in the past 5
Right.
years. All of the older competitions that I can remember have had it.
It was part of the but again, you guys, just like you're 7 worlds ahead of me in terms of understanding this, you guys are at the forefront of technology as you're building these, right?
Yes.
That's so fascinating to me. So, how do you raise money to get to, they ain't giving you a plane ticket to Louisville. How has that been part of the deal as well?
Well, a lot of people have been very generous.
Right.
Many grant foundations that we've applied to have been very helpful in their donations.
Sure.
And we also have been doing a raffle of a 3D printer.
Great. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a 3D printer and some restaurant gift cards around the valley. A lot of people have really
Sure.
helped support the team.
There's a lot that goes into this, and John, you and Griff are freshmen, correct? And you guys are juniors. Do you, hopefully you're going to pull off some victories at the World, and that'll be exciting to watch. But then, do you envision then next year going at this again?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Me and Luke are going to be on a team again because of how well we found out that we work together.
Right.
But then, yeah, we intend on doing our best next year.
And so this year it's the cones that you talked about and the stacking. What's next year, or do you not know yet, or how does that work?
At the end of the World Championship, like once it's all over,
Right.
They announce the new game. So
Okay.
then they'll release the rule book and like all the specifications for your robot because they have to fit inside
Right.
a certain size limit.
So you'll get on that plane home from Louisville, and already the wheels will be
Yeah,
turning,
absolutely,
and
yeah.
that is so awesome. So I believe this is a team. This is a competition. This fits into athletics. Maybe you're not. You might be sweating when the competition's going on. I don't know. But you guys also you do stuff outside. I know Griff's on the football team. John, you're on the football team. You guys are mountain bikers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's so cool. Well-rounded. I know you put tons and tons of hours into designing, building, and then competing. And you got your mountain biking, your football, your other stuff. you guys still got to do schoolwork, I'm imagining. How do you balance all this?
It's a little difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
I think his load on school might be a bit more than mine.
Right.
But yeah, it's not easy balancing all of that time.
Right.
Yeah.
But you find a way to do it, and that's fantastic. So, at the Worlds, I mean, there's teams from all over the world. I would imagine that's why it's called that. And the competition, from what you've experienced at state, is going to be notches up. What do you expect, and what are your goals as you get there?
At the Worlds, it's a joke. Everyone kind of worries about the Chinese teams because they usually have the really good robots. So then that's actually where a lot of our ideas come from, is from foreign countries and their ideas. But the competition's a lot tougher than in Idaho. Yeah. Just like the people there, because it's people who made it. They won their state tournament or their nationals or whatever.
Sure. It's the best of from each region or each area.
The best of the best.
But you guys are still, I would imagine, pretty confident in what your what your robots are and what they can do, huh?
We're happy with where we are going in.
Right.
We're going to do our best.
Okay. I know you well, and we're expecting great things out of you guys, but even whatever happens, this is an awesome accomplishment. Yeah. I know you talked about all your efforts to raise money. Mention again that one. You have a GoFundMe page, correct?
We do. So that's been on GoFundMe for about a month now.
Yep.
Our URL is www.gofundme.com/wood-river-robotics.
Wood-river-robotics.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, everyone contribute to that. We'll get you guys there and back, and it's so exciting. And thanks so much for being with us. It's fascinating stuff.
Thank you.
Thanks.
My guests have been members of the Wood River Robotics team, the Blaine County Bots. I need to thank our sponsors for making Athlete of the Week possible. Patrick Buchanan with State Farm Insurance, Dr. Tom Archie, InnerHealth MD, family medicine the way it used to be. Sun Valley Associates, a tradition of excellence since 1962. The Board Bin, fun in the sun, fun in the snow. And Zenergy's new studio, Pivot. It's open now, so get out there and work out. I'm Michael David with Eye on Sun Valley Sports, keeping my eye on Wood River Valley sports and Wood River Valley robotic teams.
Thank you very much.
For you.
Eye on Sun Valley, daily local news from beautiful Sun Valley, Idaho.